about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride. My past experience are for your ears to hear. I'll tell you tales from my past year. May do a review on some beauty products. You can catch me on the stream when the grease is popping.
And the Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The Love and Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
When the road is bumpy and everything is tricky, gotta live and love and show it on the daily. You do your thing and I'll do mine. No judgment here, there's only love on my mind. It's not always right, some things are not easy. We can toss and turn until we make it easy. Keep a smile on your face and encourage one another. We only live one life, so we gotta love each other.
Love and Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
Oh yeah.
The Love and Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
The lesson we learn won't stop or block us. We're all on the path, so let's get to walking. Live and love each day as your last. It's funny how time can flash. This is your life, so you better live it. If you really want something, work hard to get it. Join me on my journey and watch the show. We'll do it one more time, but by now you should know.
The Love and Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
The Love and Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The Love and Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
That's right, girl.
The Love and Lift Show, the truly real, to tell you how you feel.
We out.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 L&L show. It's hot. Hot. Taste it hot. I'm ready. L&L. Let's go. L&L show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Elijah always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your pop-up. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo? Elijah, favorite nephew. Lenora, she know it's the truth. Adriana, Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it, listen.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay up and live. Get up, please stay up and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Routine.
The love and live show.
Yep. Visit Love and Live Shots.com.
Hey, everybody.
How is everybody doing today? Welcome in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how you feeling today, Queen Lenore? What's going on?
I'm feeling good. From my head to my shoes.
It is relationship, whatever. We discussing relationships right here today. We've been throwing around some names. We asked you guys about some names. So as we get more and more people, we'll get different perspectives and see if anybody got some other last recommendations. And then we'll do a poll after this live. I'm going to say this, but I'm going to have to reiterate and probably say this stuff again. But we're going to do a poll after this live. And that's going to be the final selection to see like which is going to be the final name. So we'll pick our final list of names, the ones that we really enjoy, and yeah, we'll let you guys pick that for that last one. But with that being said, how are you feeling today, Queen Lenore?
I like that name. I'm just looking at the names. Like Carmlin came in with the name. Okay. I'm just tell y'all my favorite names. Okay, so we need to talk about this as we're here right now.
As we're here right now.
As we're here right now. So Carmlin, the one I like that is Carmlin is take the limits off of love. I like that because we do put a lot of limits. We put a lot of rules. We do a lot of stuff. You're not in the camera. Thank you.
Well, it's kind of skewed towards
okay, there you go.
right there.
So that is one name that I just was like, woo, that would be good.
My so other would it be no limits on love. Take the limits
off of love.
Off of love. It's kind of long.
Yeah.
So it could be like
I don't want that because that's why, because it's too long. I like it, and I think that should be like a topic we have.
Well, it could be take the limits off of love abbreviated, like take the
TTLOOL.
Yeah, that's even still a long abbreviation.
Love with a purpose. But right now I like Love Lounge. I feel like it's a lounge. We should be relaxed. I'm already figuring how I want to decorate it. So when you guys come in, it's going to be decorated differently. So I'm thinking I'm sticking with everybody else. Everybody's picking Love Lounge, and I'm agreeing with Love Lounge.
Love Lounge, we might not even have to do a poll. Because I mean, from a lot of people, they've already defaulted to Love Lounge. They really enjoyed that one. And so, yeah, we did kind of a call to action, see if you guys wanted to be a part and participate. We put a certain amount of names you guys could have chose, and then we also opened it up for different recommendations in the actual comments.
Yeah. And
so I think even with some of those names, you could even use those as discussions, as, subheaders.
That's what I said. These would be good because I'm going to change the whole format. Like, me and Eli got to change the whole format. Like, we're still going to do relationship advice. Do not get us wrong. We're still going to have that. But we're going to add some stuff to it. And then we're just going to have some fun.
We also want to really experiment with different things as well. Like, maybe having different people talk on here or give their perspective. We want we want it to be more interactive.
Yeah.
Where we are talking, of course, but you can also get different perspectives. And, maybe that might be with different collaborations that we seek from other people, or even y'all in the chat. Maybe we start dropping a link a little bit more often for certain parts. So we just want to be growing with this whole idea and just be on a road of growth too with the channel, trying different things. We've been kind of doing the same stuff, and we want to try new stuff. We kind of
want to be more with our personalities and doing what we do best. And actually, we're gonna really be extra working hard on our channel when we come back from Mexico. So we're getting everything together now, and by the time we come back from Mexico in November, we'll have everything done. And so that's when you guys will see the new name, what it is, and everything will be probably November, because I don't want to do anything too much and then have to stop because we're taking a week off when we go to Mexico.
Yeah.
So then when we come back, then, I don't want to have to rush into it. So I figured November will be when we start our new relationship channel advice. So I hope you guys are really there. And I can't wait to see what happens. Like, I'm excited to see what happens because we haven't been really like working on YouTube the way I've been wanting to. So I think we're going to actually get ready to start going for it and stuff like that. So, okay. I'm not going to tell you we're going to do any videos while we're there in Mexico. I mean, we'll have some on the way back to edit, but like, I don't know if I'm going to go live there. I might, just because I ain't got nothing else to do. It just depends.
Yeah, your connection might be a little spotty over there.
Yeah, it might be. And y'all just have to deal with the spottiness. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get ready with the relationship advice and get ready to start our journey on this right now. But I just I was decided to start reading it.
Definitely. We have a couple people in the chat right now.
Yes.
And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and welcome them in. Once we welcome them in, we're going to probably start getting into different topics and talking about what the title says. All right. So we've got Sweetheart Rose. Ha.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Yes.
Yes.
Sweetheart Rose is in the middle. Say, how you doing today, nephew and queen?
Yes, how you doing?
Doing pretty good over on this side of the screen. Hope you enjoying yourself over there.
Exactly.
We gotta welcome somebody in. We've got
It's Marcus.
It's Marcus is in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, he said, remember, rejection doesn't kill you. It makes you stronger.
All right now. All right now. Okay.
We were just actually speaking on somebody, and they're in the building.
We were?
All right,
we
there,
were.
lit. We got
755 million. Come on,
hit my girl up. All right, we got 755 media in the building. Come on now, we got 755. She said, "Hello, fam.
Hello.
How you doing? How you doing?
Are
Thank you again for our wedding gift, 755.
Oh yeah, I was kind of jealous. I didn't get any. Like, okay, so I didn't get married. I don't get why I couldn't get a keychain that said I got family. You know, there's a husband, a wife, and then there's the mother. You know what I mean? Yeah, husband, wife, mother, cricket daddy. I don't know why we can't have these things. I'm just playing.
It's Marcus. She said, I've been rejected all the time, and now look at where it got me.
All right.
755 said, you're welcome.
Yeah, so you did a great job. I mean, really, you did a awesome job.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was like,
755. Like
it captured the moment, and it's like, to me, it's better than you kind of picture because it's like that background and all that, and it's just nice. They're coasters, but they can stand alone as their own
we could put a magnet, put it up on the wall or something. We might do that. But I just wanted to tell you that because I don't think you get enough credit for all the talent. Like, you are just very, 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 very talented. You are like the most talented person I see all the time. And you work really hard on your craft and you do your thing. And I can tell it's just nothing but a love for you. So I just appreciate seeing it. Like, I just like, wow. But I got to get back on watching my sis because, I be missing my lit fam.
Absolutely.
So I have to get back on my thing. I have been going through this trying to heal with my body. Y'all don't understand. 755 probably does. Okay, but everybody else might not understand how tired. Like, I am so like tired, and I don't like feeling this tired. Like, I'm like drained all the time. Like, it's just crazy how drained I am. And I don't know if it's just the older I'm getting, it's getting like that. But I'm drained. And even though I'm feeling good and I'm no longer diabetic, and praise the Lord, I'm no longer diabetic. But even with all that, I still feel drained. But I guess per my Dr. Eli and my Dr. Galgate said, it's gonna take a while for my body to get back to normal from being diabetic for so long. So
all right, she said, no, queen, you have a great gift, a new son.
All right,
and 755 said, I'm sure you make the one I made a mistake on soon. No rush, 755. We appreciate what we got over here.
You did a good job. Like, it's amazing. I
so
love it.
Stepping on what's his name? It's Marcus was saying.
Okay.
Because it's rejection. So that's what we've been talking about.
Yes.
So the title is just Let's Talk Rejection. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I pulled up a couple topics and they kind of are related to that.
Okay.
So Queen Lenore, you can give different perspective. We can even get a little off script. We're working on getting to that love lounge territory. So we are trying new things again, trying new formats. And when we get that love lounge, we're going to have it perfected to a point where, we're still going to be upgrading and trying new things constantly with that format. But at least we're getting closer to kind of understanding it a little bit more. So we have this one right here. All right. We've got some best friends here. All right. So these are the bestest of friends, guy and girl. And, they've just had a good platonic relationship, right? Well, she confessed her love to him and was rejected. Mm-hmm. All right. And so in an instant like this, you got the friendship to worry about, got the past, like, can we move forward? All that. So how do you feel about kind of like that situation?
You guys heard me talk about my story when I told my best friend that I liked him. I was young. I was in high school. We talked on the phone every night till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I just one day just blurted out and said, I like you. I want to be in a relationship with you. And he's like, I just look at you as my little sis. And That's what it was. And then I just left it there. And he like, I hope this don't cause any conflict. And I was like, no. But I know I'm different.
Yeah.
Because once you tell me what position I'm in,
You can
I stay in
the
that
role.
position.
Yeah.
I already have in my mind, just because I like you don't mean you like me. I already have it in my mind that it is what it is. Like, there's gonna be people out there that like you, and there's gonna be people that don't like you. I don't take it offensive.
It's not a personal.
So my thing is, you did good. I give you your props because you spit it out and you let it out to be free to say, you know, I like you. And then he said, well, I don't feel the same way. Now that you know what position you are in, put yourself in that position. So when he changes his mind, you won't be in that position. Yeah. He lost out because you have choices.
Exactly. So
he might never do that because my friend never ended up. We just stayed friends and then we grew apart because he went one way and I went another way. But when we talk on Facebook and stuff like that, we're still just friends, you know. And I don't even think he probably remembers that I even said it to him. I remember because it was like I just wanted to be with him all the time, and then it can't be with him. I mean, you know, that was me, and that was my voice back then. That's. I just think don't take rejection as an insult. Don't take rejection as you're not good enough. Don't take rejection as a negative as people would like it to be. You know what I mean? Take it as, okay, I learned. Now I ain't got to be drooling over them every 5 seconds. I ain't got to be wanting to be with the person all the time. You start switching your mood. He told you. But don't do what average girls do. And I say average because I don't know what else to say. Where the man tells you something and then you put in your mind you could change him. Don't do that. Take him at his word so you don't get played. Take him at his word so you don't get hurt. Take him at his word so you can heal and move on. That's just the best way for me to say it. But don't take rejection as an insult or anything. Yeah. Everybody has a right to choose who they want to be with, who they like and who they don't. Just because you like somebody in that personal way doesn't mean they have to like you back in that personal way. And once you can get that in your mind, I think your life will be a lot easier.
You're saying it's more so the mentality, how the angle that you're looking at it. Like, you know, if you look at it like, okay, this was just, I was feeling this person for this moment. They said no. Well, now I can just kind of detach from that and, you know.
We can just be friends.
Exactly. Or move forward. Just, a lot of people, they take that and that's a crippling moment because the impact of that is, you know, extra strong. And they're putting it in like it's a personal attack, kind of how you're saying. Like some people, they have different preferences or they might not even be looking for a relationship or whatever it may be. There's so many different reasons why somebody can give you a rejection. They could be rejecting you in this stage of life, but they could want you in another. You know, you don't know really anything that goes on till, you know, you have that further conversation.
Exactly.
But a lot of conversations just end with the rejection.
Yeah, with the rejection. So, there you go.
But we got to welcome some folks in. We've got my mother. It's Mother Earth Consultant. And we got to get well. Mind, body, and soul. We've got
Wellness with Frugal Mama.
Frugal Mama in the better saying hello.
Hey.
How you doing? It's Marcus. He said, you know, I've been there, done that. When I liked this girl, she turned me down a long time ago. But now she regrets rejecting me now.
See? But you already put them in a position where they need to be.
Exactly.
So then you ain't got. See, that's what I'm saying. And once you put people where they belong, it's less painful. It's when I say, "Oh, I like you," and then you go, "Oh, I don't like you," but now I can change his mind. No, we ain't here to be changing nobody's mind. I don't want you to like me because you like me. I don't want you to like me because I done forced you or I done changed your mind. I done did that. Because if I changed your mind to make you like me, guess what happens? It's easy for somebody else to come and change your mind to make you like them. I don't want that in my relationship. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just don't want that.
Well, Mother Earth said, I always liked people when they didn't like me. Then when they would like me, I didn't like them anymore.
That's how it goes. And it's okay.
Wonderful Food Mama said, hey, greetings, everyone.
Hey, sis.
So what about this next situation? This is the same situation. She told him how she felt, but a week later, he confessed his feelings towards her. And he was saying, you know, he knows that he told her otherwise, but it was sitting, he wanted to, but he didn't want to ruin the dynamic. He kind of explained it a little bit, but was like, can we at least give this another shot? And she's like, wants to know, should she give it a shot now that he's saying it, or should it just be done and over with? What do you recommend on that, Quinn?
Okay, so when it's done like that, you gotta give it that moment. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you if you should or not, because you can tell from his voice of his sincerity.
Yeah.
You can tell these things that I can't tell.
Yeah.
I'm over here. I don't know the man, so I don't know. But I look at it this way: is sometimes people need that time to break. You know what I mean? The step away and think about it and go, I do want to be with this person. I just didn't want the relationship. I don't want what we have right now to be ruined, because if we don't work out, then this dynamic we have is gone, and I'm going to miss a good friend. That is a scary moment for some people.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that, like, I don't want this to be like that. I've had plenty of guys tell me that, like, I really wanted to be with you, but I didn't want to lose a friendship. And in my head, I'd be like, we don't have to lose a friendship, but if you do something to purposely hurt me, we're gonna lose the friendship.
Well, and you have to think too. A lot of people, they don't ever see you being friends with the ex, or that's usually frowned upon and everything like that.
I'll be a friend with an ex in a minute. I don't even care. It just depends on if you hurt me.
Other people's perspective, though, they don't, usually don't see that. That's not like a typical
thing. But that's
they might think stepping into the relationship is not gonna ruin everything forever.
And that's where I go. Then you don't know each other. Mm-hmm. Then you can't really call each other friends.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, my thing is, you've seen me with other people. You see me date other people. You know what I mean? One thing I can say, like with my ex, when I got mad for him cheating, I'm like, you could have just told me you didn't want to be with me. Yes, it's going to hurt my feelings. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm probably going to cry and be upset. But you don't think I'm in pain now? Like, you don't think you cheating caused the pain? And now I can forgive you, but I never want to have a relationship. You can't be my friend now because you hurt me beyond, and you purposely hurt me. Mm-hmm. And that's a different thing. When somebody accidentally hurts you, it's something totally different than when somebody is purposely hurting you.
Yeah.
I cannot be friends with my ex-husband because you purposely hurt me. So I no longer trust you. And I don't care what relationship you're in. If there's no trust, there's no relationship. Like, you can act like there's a relationship, and y'all can all fake the funk and say, I got a relationship. But you don't trust that person, so that person ain't in your circle. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Like, I know, like, when you and my daughter got together, you guys had issues. Here we go. You guys had issues because y'all kind of like grew up like y'all was cousins, but there's no blood relation. So it took that time. And as I said, sometimes you got to give it that time. But if that person has that sincerity with you, then yes. If you want to take the chance, take the chance. It's only been a week. Now, if he got back 6 months later, oh, no, I done moved on.
Mm-hmm. At that point, I feel like,
I done moved
that's
on.
too much.
Yeah, but it's only been a week.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially when you're young, too, it's like, you don't want to hold yourself to something like that. Like the 6 months mark, you probably done grew a lot in that 6 months. You probably might not even be the same person. So the stuff that y'all can even connect to might have even changed at that time.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is a case-by-case thing. If somebody is telling you how they feel regardless of the situation, put a little time into it, think about it. And if it's for you, then it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But as Marcus, he said, it's hard to really know what another person is going through until they go through it themselves.
That is so true. And so you can't really give that honest opinion, that honest advice or whatever. And that's why I said it's like something you have to be able to read into. Like, I know I was an open book, but I know a lot of people are not because they're so busy trying to guard the heart that they're not an open book. So nobody can really cipher your personality.
Yeah.
But if you get a woman or a man that's an open book and they're just telling you like it is, you can kind of cipher. Then you know that they don't play games, they ain't lying. There's a lot of stuff that you could just really, really honestly listen to and believe. What gets on my nerves is like if I'm talking to a liar and they're telling me they're not a liar, but then they're lying.
Yeah.
Or they only give you partial truth, or they give you this. They're not being genuine. So if you say, okay, now I just want to be friends, I'm putting you dead in the friend zone. So you can come to me a week later and say you want to be with me. You staying in the friend. I don't trust you. Mm-hmm. And I didn't trust you before. And I don't know why my silly butt was up here thinking we're going to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
You just gave me more time to think. about it.
and put it in concrete.
Yeah.
Well, Wellness Frugal Mama said, "Same here, Mother Earth." Mother Earth said, "Sometimes people don't want to ruin the friendship," and she said, "Don't forget to hit the like button."
Yes.
We got to welcome somebody in. We've got
The Bud Files.
It's not just any kind of file. We got
It
the
is
Bud
Bud
Files
Files.
in the building. All right, welcome in, welcome in. So that was our first instance right there where we got a rejection, of course, where like the best friend, and that's kind of I would say something that kind of happens. A lot of people think, oh, I'm friends with this person, whatever, but friends is not enough. They want to kind of take that next step, and sometimes that's a common point of rejection. But how you overall feel about that? Do you feel like that's a good place that you overall coming from and saying like, don't let it get you down, kind of deal? Like,
well, on this one,
think
I
past
just
it.
be like, actually, if you know the person and you guys are friends,
Yeah,
trust your instinct on your relationship as a friend to know if you guys can go further, because you don't want to lose that friendship. It's hard to get a good friend, so you don't want to lose it over a relationship. So I understand that, but I also feel like if you don't try the relationship, it's always going to come up, and it's always going to come up at the wrong time. One of y'all going to be with somebody, and then so now you're ruining a relationship just so y'all can be together. So I say give it a try. If it fails, it fails, but try to make sure you guys give each other time after you break up.
Yeah.
And then come back to being friends.
It's a whole new refresh.
Yeah.
Mentality like, oh yeah, let me connect with you at this point. Let's see what you got going on.
Yeah.
What's some of the common stuff we had going on?
Because let's just continue. Break up.
Exactly.
What y'all be that love of your life and the reason.
And I think that's the big thing is like it's too many what ifs. Yeah. So if you feel like the feeling is mutual, at least you can say give it a shot, because that rejection has now opened up to an opportunity, and if you don't take it, then you won't know what you're missing out on.
That's true.
And like Queen Lenora said, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I wish I would have did." You don't want to wish anything. Just step in it and do it. So with this next one, we've got rejection within marriage. All right. Ooh. So this one is a husband and wife. So husband and wife, and the husband's thing is physical touch. All right. So he's a touchy kind of guy when it comes to his wife, not just in general, but when it comes to his wife, he's real touchy.
Touchy feel.
Like he's kind of like a hugger here and there, but for other people, but he's all over his wife.
Yeah, just everywhere.
And she's having some issues. Okay. So she accepts that that's his love language, but there is some stuff that she feels is off limits. And he's like, I don't want no limits. You're my wife. I want to be able to touch wherever I want, whatever I want. I mean, inappropriate times, whatever it may be. But she's having some no zones for him. And he's like, why do we got to have no zones? And so right now he's at a point of feeling rejected. Now she wants to know, okay, he's feeling rejected, but she doesn't want to throw in the towel and compromise on her certain zones. So what do you feel about this situation, and what's some ways that you can go about it on both sides? Some stuff for the wife and some stuff for the husband. With the deep breath, Queen Lenora continues.
I love being married.
Yeah, you do.
I really do. I love being married. And don't get me wrong, when I was single, I loved being single. Like I did. I love being single, but I love being married. And I have a touchy-feely husband. I really do. And I just say in my mind, I don't know what zones. I mean, the only time I would have zones on off limits is in front of people. Like, you're not grabbing my titty, my butt, my whatever in front of folks. Yeah. At home, hey, whatever, do what you got to do. It just really does. I really don't care.
And so you agree with what Mother Earth said. I think it depends on where you're at. People don't need to see all that.
Yeah.
You saying that.
And my thing is, and sometimes I've always said this, and not just for men, but for women. But since I deal with my husband and my crazy nephew, and my boys, and the men in my life, I could say that they're more of you got to show what you're irritated about more than just saying it. So when you're out in public, when he wants to touch and feel out there, grab his dick, grab his butt. Do those things. Just out and open. then he can kind of understand what you're saying. But you're saying no is just a rejection. So you're saying no to his love. Like, this is my love language, and you telling me no. So it's like somebody saying, baby, I love you. No. And you can say it ain't the same thing, but it is, because people's love language is way louder than people's what they come out their mouth. So you saying I love you means absolutely nothing. So when you're taking away his love language, which is touchy feely and all that, and telling him no, you're rejecting him. And as your husband, you're rejecting your husband. Now understand, and I say this, and you hear women say it all the time. There's another woman that won't mind your man to touch and feel them everywhere. Now, should we live like that? But my thing is, if that's his love language and that's his love, why are you telling him no on his love? Sometimes you gotta go, let me just do it. So when you're at his parents' house, grab him on the piece. When you, just do those things. So he would be like, what are you doing? And this is what I'm saying, babe. When we at home, go to town. My body's your body. When we out in public, it's not. Don't have limits at home.
Yeah.
Because with how I'm hearing this conversation, he knows not to do the stuff publicly.
Yeah.
But just in case I'm misunderstanding. But at home, he should be able to touch you anywhere he wants. He can have his hand on your butt, just sitting there like this, just on the butt. And that's what he's doing. This is the butt, and he walking around with you. It should not be no limits. And why do you have limits on him touching you at home in private? Like, I don't get the thing. It is. And to me, it's like, you should be happy your man want to touch you. Do you know how many women are out here mad because the man don't even look at them? And this man can't keep his hands off of you? That means you still looking good. You working and you doing your thing. Like, I don't get it. I'll tell you right now, my husband, I was going to call it violate, but it ain't violate. I don't know what it's called.
You're just trying to put a negative spin on it.
No, I'm not even trying to put a negative. I mean, he just touches my body parts in between. Kids walk by, they go into the other room, there's a body part being touched. It's just what he does. And I just let him do it. I used to be like all cock, but I'm like, you should be looking out for him. Not me. You weren't grabbing me. I'm not grabbing you. It is what it is. And then that's just what it is. I just think that we put too much time and effort to try to prove or try to win in the discussion instead of just letting things happen. Just let it happen. Why you got to prove anything? How can I do this and still not? When you said I do, it was his body. Your body is his body. The moment you said I do, that's what I say. If you're not going to love being married, if you're not going to enjoy the path of marriage, don't get married. Like, it's going to have its ups and downs. But we nitpicking on my man touching me. Now, if he don't touch you, then you're like, oh, he just did too much. He's extreme now. Because you done rejected him. How is he supposed to feel? If that's his love language, how is he supposed to feel? You guys became one. So that means the moment he wanted to start feeling about your body, the moment you should have gave it to him. You should just go and stick your butt in front of his face, shaking in his face. I don't care, when he watching football, shake your butt in his face, shake your boob in his face, do whatever. Walk around the house naked so he can smack it. I don't care. Stop fighting this physical touch that we as women want anyway, but we want it the way we want it. You got to get it the way your man wants to give it to you. Just like he got to give whatever he wants from you the way you give it to him. So that's the best way.
So what you're saying is understand the compromise of what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what you want to say.
Well, you're saying more so look on both sides of the fence. You complain. You would complain in a situation where he's not touching you at all, but then now he wants to touch you. Then it's an issue.
Yeah,
and it might not be the direct, way you might want to, prim and proper to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But just be appreciative that you're getting this, which more so what you're saying.
Exactly.
All right, definitely. Is there anything that you would say on his perspective? Anything that he should probably be more considerate of, or anything like that? I mean, the wife.
If
is the
you're
one who's
doing it
coming
in
with the
public,
question.
it's the only thing I can say is don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, don't grab her boobs in public. Don't grab her private area in
Unless
public.
that's what I guess.
But you can hug her, kiss her, take her hand. All that's fine. You can even smack her butt in public. I don't really care. That's not even like that crazy. But don't grab the titties in public or the vagina in public. That's all I can say.
So you're saying just be mindful of what you got going on.
Yeah, but
And
the way
the
they,
surroundings.
the way you told the story,
No, it wasn't the
basically
surroundings
it
at
was
all.
private.
Mm-hmm. So you think in a private sense, then she's not wanting to throw in the towel. She's not wanting to compromise. She's having that issue with this. And you saying think a little bit differently about it. Okay. Well, Mother Earth said, "Yep, they have to experience it to understand." We got somebody in a place. She's saying, "Hello." We got to go ahead and welcome in
Stace. Hey, Stace. How you doing?
Welcome in, Stace. All right. It's Marcus. He said, "That's right, Mother Earth." And it's Marcus said, there's more to life than winning.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think women, we so busy trying to win or be right all the time that we messing up our relationships, the healthy norm. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, and this goes both ways, not just for women. You're trying so busy to win an argument or to prove that you're right. Is that really helping your relationship or is that hindering it? Because we always want to be in a relationship and say, they ain't no good men out here. They ain't no good women out here. But then when you get one, we're going to nitpick everything they do. Ain't nobody perfect, including you. Mm-hmm. So you could go, I know I'm not perfect, but no. You don't get to say but. If you know you ain't perfect, he has every right to not be perfect. She has every right to not be perfect. So we ain't going to say, I know I ain't perfect, but no, there ain't no but to it. We ain't perfect. And just because the person don't think like you, walk like you, and talk like you, don't mean they wrong. Mm-hmm. They can have their opinion, their choice, whatever they want. And I'm sick and tired of seeing people in these relationships, and it's always one dynamic. It has to be either the woman's way all the way or the man's way all the way. Nobody wants to do the compromise. Nobody wants to say, I don't care. Are you happy? Because that's what my job is here, to make you happy. Are you trying to make sure I'm happy? So we're both trying to make each other happy. Why are we arguing about who's winning and who's right? That's my philosophy.
That's a good one there, right there.
Yeah.
And so again, there's more to life than winning. All right, Stacey said, "What's the opposite of love language?"
Silent language.
Oh no, you acting up.
No relationship, destruction. I don't even. Girl, that's a good question, Stacey.
No, I feel like the
know.
opposite of love language. So love language is how you convey love, right? Or how you express love. How you
feel somebody loves you.
Yeah, it's how you express and how you receive.
Okay,
love. That's like love language.
I don't think so, but okay.
You don't feel like that is?
No, when you look at love languages and all that, it's really how you see love.
That's what I'm saying. How you express and how you receive it.
No, not how I express
it. It's not how you express it. It's how you receive it. So you feel
like I feel like like the man, he feels like he's showing love when he's giving her touchy feelings, but that's actually his feelings. Yeah, it ain't her feelings. She receiving the touchy feelings. She ain't like ooh. Yeah. She's not happy about the touchy feeling because she might not be a touchy feeling. She might have grew up like me. We don't hug each other.
Express a love language though, because you can still speak within the love language.
What we're doing is accepting our love language. Mm-hmm. So now what we have to do is, my job is to express my love to Chris, mm-hmm. to me, his love language. Yeah. And his job is to express his love to me so I can get love language. We're not really trying to do anything but receive our love language, mm-hmm. but we have to get out of the normal to express it to them. Yeah. And that's why we got so many questions, because nobody wants to give.
So on an opposite, then that would be hate. That's doing something that would hurt. And
that's what the world is run on, mm-hmm. hate.
Well, so but I feel like that'd be doing something purposely destructive. Like, I know you don't like this, so I'm gonna go and do it.
I don't believe that's
You don't necessarily feel like
no,
that?
I don't think people are purposely. There are people who are, but I think if we're in a relationship,
Mhm.
I don't think Chris is purposely out there trying to hurt me, or I'm not purposely trying to hurt him. But I'm not always meeting his love language. That doesn't make it opposite to that.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What you saying?
Because we saying what Stacey said. What's the opposite? So do you feel like the opposite is when you go out of your way, not
No.
accidentally?
No,
Because you can accidentally do a lot of different things.
I think we all
I'm saying
accidentally
when
do
you
it majority of the time.
purposefully you're moving with the intention to bring somebody down, to do something hurtful.
No,
You don't feel like that's the opposite of the love language?
I know, I just call it hate language. No, because my thing is,
that be the opposite?
99% of the people, 99, I'm making my own numbers, y'all. I'm lying over here. I think
Don't touch
majority
this stat.
of the people are not thinking about people's love language.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're thinking about purposely not trying to fulfill somebody's love language.
Mm-hmm.
It might feel like somebody's attacking us, but
Yeah,
I don't think they're purposely doing it. So I must think to say the opposite of love language is confusion.
You feel like it's confusion? I mean, okay, so think about this, right?
Yeah.
If I'm going love language, right? So I'm somebody, let's say, for example, on you, Queen Lenore, right? You got your love language. Let's say, just for example, yours is acts of service for today. So that's your love language. So, when somebody's doing something that might be beneficial for you, you feel the love in that. That is affirming love, right? So if I know that, what's something that would affirm a negative feeling for you?
If it's acts of service, you're not doing the acts of service.
Well, no, that would be not doing it, right? But you can still say somebody loves you without doing that, right? Like somebody might have all the intention and feeling of love, like, oh yeah, they really care for you, but they might not be giving it. So
I don't
what is
think
the
I
opposite?
would feel like that if I know that this is what I like, and you are not giving it to me. I think it turns out we think in our mind as human beings, we think that the person don't love us. Yeah. How many times have I come and said, I just feel like, just matter of fact, I made ribs yesterday. Yeah. And y'all came in, ate the ribs, and didn't say anything. And my feelings was hurt because y'all didn't give me my praise about the ribs. Because I thought I threw down on the ribs. Yeah. Y'all don't even know. Because I didn't want to cook yesterday. So I made these ribs. And then so they didn't say nothing. I was like, well, don't worry about it. Next Tuesday, y'all won't get nothing. And when y'all don't get nothing, remember that y'all didn't want to tell me how my ribs taste. Like y'all could have said, oh, these are nasty or something. Let me know something. But nobody wanted to talk about it. And then when I was bringing it up, they was acting like it was nonchalant. So when next Tuesday when they come in, they smelling food and aroma now. It just be smelling food and aroma because there won't be no food. That's just what it is because you didn't do my acts of service. It hurt my feelings. Plain and simple. Mm-hmm. Now, were you guys trying to be like that? No, y'all was trying to be all kissy dovey, lovey dovey, and watch TV on the couch. And I wanted to interrupt all that for my acknowledgement on some rib. Like it is what it is, but didn't stop the way my feelings hurt, right?
Yeah. But that's what that was, right? That's acknowledging that wasn't the intention, right? But what if it is somebody's intention? Because I feel like,
well, if it is somebody's intention to hurt my feelings, then that we ain't. There's no love. That's just hate.
Yeah. So, but Stacey just asked, "What's the opposite of love?" So you feel like that would
love language.
Yeah, love language, right? So that would be moving like in a hateful language. I'm going to do something knowing what I'm doing, like with the full intention.
Stacey,
right?
you gonna have to explain that because
I don't know.
I'm
trying to get with it. I'm trying to get on page.
I be going in this big thought stuff. My mind only is quick.
Well, as Marcus said, it takes a real man to admit when he's wrong.
That's true.
I'm saying a real person, man, woman, a real person, real individual. Stacey said, if it's truly turning her off, then maybe they can compromise.
That's what I said. Maybe show him what
I didn't hear the question either.
Oh, it's basically the woman doesn't like her man being touchy-feely. And the way I got it is he's not doing it in public, it's just at home. Yeah. And he just wants to touch all over her body.
But certain
he
areas,
just loves her.
Like she's cool with like, oh, hug, love, or whatever, right? But there's certain zones. She got the no squares. So
it's only 2 zones, really. So literally. Yeah. So he's doing the 2 zone areas, either boob or the vagina, and she just not having it.
Yeah, so
I don't think it's a but. Ain't nobody.
no, so she's not complaining in this sense. It's the top portion. So
Yeah.
So
So what I said.
yeah, I'm not disagreeing, but with that being said, do you feel there is compromise on his end?
I think
I feel like it's harder to see the compromise when you like, especially if she knows, because that means he expressed, "Oh, I'm really touchy feely guy. Like this is what I enjoy." And even if he later, was able to kind of format this into expressing it, she knows this is his love language. That's been conveyed. So
but
she
I think
knows
the
that's
reason
what
I
it
say
is.
that is because sometimes, even though like I use Chris as my example, Chris is a touchy feely person.
Yeah.
He's not really wanting me to be touchy feely on him.
Yeah.
That's not where it is. So maybe if you show him better than this, say sometimes it's out of the wrong moment.
Yeah.
It's not this. I'm over here working, and there you go grabbing. It's not giving me what you think it's supposed to be giving me.
Yeah.
Maybe if you can explain it without the rejection, if you can just show him more, like he be in the business talking to his on the phone with a friend and somebody's like hurt or somebody, there you go grab it. Give him the examples so that he can kind of, this ain't the time and place. That's what I'm trying to show you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Give
That's
him
how
that.
I feel when you do that. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Say I'm not trying to reject you, baby. I'm just like, it ain't giving me what it gives me when we just,
No,
intimate.
yeah.
But when you're doing it, it's really irritating. It just feels like a kid coming to do it. So it doesn't give me, this is my husband, he just enjoying me.
It's
not giving me, it's not giving me that my husband
you're more
can't
of a
get enough of
nuisance
me
right now.
Yeah, it's like if a kid came and grabbed me, I'd be like, stop, or if I'm breastfeeding, here come he grabbing my boobs to suck on it. It's just not
That's
what
ridiculous.
it is. So, the best way with men a lot of times, because they're very tunnel vision, is to let them see or feel what they're doing to you and then explain it. And don't do it when you do it, don't do it seductive. Just go womp womp and then walk away and do it again, womp womp. He'll understand how irritating that is. Let him see. That's the best thing, because sometimes men can't hear women. Like when women talk, men can't hear it. They hear what you say and then they'll take a portion out of what you said, and then that's what they live off. Women do it too, but men really do it. Like they take a portion. I can give an example. Like me and Eli had this big long conversation, and I went through everything, and he took a portion that was not the main reason of my conversation, and that's what he focused on. And I was like, that is not the purpose of this conversation. It's this, and that. So sometimes you have to do that.
I mean, I feel, and that's what you have to be mindful of too. Is like when you are doing stuff like this, like the whole point is with the rejection, right? So he's feeling rejected. You have to be mindful of how that's been expressed, because he might not be understanding. And like what Queen Lenora says, it's good to just best show. In this example, not every example, but this example here, it might just be best to show, because he's not understanding. He's like, oh, this is going on. 1 + 1 = 2. And that is just how we look. We look at it like, all right, you're not doing that. I enjoy that. Why can't you provide that? You got what I need, and you're not giving it to me purposefully, because that's what we're going to feel at that point. We're not thinking about the situations, the scenarios, how you may be feeling that day, if you're in pain. We're not thinking about all that, because you already know what the drill is. So he feels at that point, you're rejecting him. And of course, off of rejection, that's a hurtful moment. And especially if you're in a relationship, we talked about kind of bouncing back from rejection when it comes to, like a dating kind of thing, or somebody talking to you, or the best friend instance, they were kind of got rejected by the best friend. Well, you can kind of bounce back from that. But a situation right there, if he's real deep in rejection, it's kind of hard to just bounce back, and you guys are together. It's not like you want him to leave you. So yeah, it's just cool to be mindful of different situations like that. But 755 says, saying hello to everyone that came in. High vibrations to all.
Yes.
755 is lit. Yes. But so with that being said, we got another instance of rejection.
Oh Lord.
All right. So stepping with this one, this is different. All right, we talked about being rejected by the best friend. Talked about being rejected in marriage. Let's talk about simple, I guess, dating rejection. So this guy here, he feels like he's doing his all. You know, he exercises, he tries to manage his appearance, and every time he talks to somebody, or let's say a girl, or even goes, he's getting denied on dating websites, whatever it may be. Um, when he talks to a girl, they just want to be friends. And so he asked them, all right, well, like, is there any other chemistry? Do you feel anything? And, they just kind of push him off, blow him off. So he's constantly kind of getting in a state where he's feeling rejected. And he feels, oh, maybe it's genetics or whatever it may be. I can't really help my physical appearance. Why do I keep getting rejected? What would you recommend for somebody in this state of rejection, feeling like nobody wants them, they're all alone, whatever it may be?
Build your swag.
Hmm.
A lot of times you could come off and thinking you're being cool. Let me come in as a friend mode, and then when you're in a friend mode, it's hard for a woman to take you out of the friend mode to put you into a relationship mode.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you look like. I promise you, as many times I've seen some dudes out here, It does not matter what you look like. It's really about your swag. Like, what are you doing? Like, you could come to me and look like you're nervous to talk to me, then I don't want to be with you. I need somebody who got, who can be, how can I say manly? Like, you walking up and you already know, and the first thing you say is, "Dang, baby, you looking good. How you been? How's everything going? Can I get your number? I would like to wine and dine you." Like, we can have some conversation. Like, but if you coming in there, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you like watching that? Me too." And you giving that friend vibe, of course they ain't gonna think of you, but as a friend. I've seen somebody. I'm not mentioning no names because I get in trouble for mentioning names. Ugly. And there's not one woman I ever heard say he was cute. Mm-hmm. But this dude be having all the women because he comes in. He'll give you this nice, warm embrace hug. He's talking talk. Not like he's just trying to hit on you, but his personality is
like
shining bright.
What you're saying.
Just and then his personality is shining bright. And you can tell he was raised with women. Yeah. Those are the ones that women really like, is a man that was raised with women, because they know how to treat a woman. You know what I mean? We don't want no man that's been all just a whole bunch of men. Ain't nobody want to hear that. We want that man who got the swag, who can, listen to what we say, repeat what we say, and then just like knows how to. When he opened the door for you, it's different than any other man. When he helps you out the car, it's different than any other man. When he kisses your hands, you don't feel disgusted. Even though he might be ugly as though, you be like, "Ooh, I want my hands kissed again. Kiss my hand." It's so that's the best way I could say it, is like, you at home, bored. Why you ain't working on swag? Like, why you ain't figuring out what clothes that you feel comfortable in, that make you look good, that make you want to talk? It can be ugly to everybody else. Who cares? But as long as it builds your confidence. You know what I mean? People talk about my different wigs all the time. I don't care what they say, because I'm on my confidence. I ain't on their confidence. The wig might be ugly on Queen. Do you think Queen cared that the wig is ugly on her? No, she gonna wear that wig, and she gonna wear it proudly. Okay.
And there is some way she was be talking about as ugly.
I'll talk about it too.
I don't necessarily be saying it's ugly, but she feel like she gotta rock it just because she can.
Just because I double dare somebody to tell me it's ugly. That's just what it is. That's who I am.
But the biggest thing I would say in this situation is, of course, it's all that different stuff, maybe your approach. But the biggest thing is really, from what it seems, is the self-confidence. You lack in self-confidence if you are kind of stepping into that role where you're not really feeling comfortable or feeling yourself on a personal level. Why would anybody want to be really in a relationship with you now, or a positive relationship with you? Because that's kind of an outlook of kind of like yourself, really, how things go in a relationship. So, I mean, to me, I feel like, like Queen Lenora is saying, you get in a confident mode, whatever that may be, just be feeling yourself. You might need to do some affirmations, do something where you realize your importance and what you bring to the table and everything like that. Really just exercise on yourself, work on yourself at this time. And just kind of like Queen Lenore is saying, find your swag, whatever it may be. Get in the lab, do whatever you got to do, and really understand
Like
yourself.
practice every day. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to copy somebody else's
Yeah.
swag. I'm not saying that. Nowhere in there, and I don't think Eli's saying that either. I'm saying you get in the mirror, you find whatever you like, and then just practice. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? No, I don't like that one. Oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I don't like that either. What's
Yeah, which one feels like you?
What's up? Or, I don't know. Just hey. You want to dance? I mean,
Yeah, because
whatever it
confidence
is,
goes a long way.
practice, and it is confidence because we don't want anybody without confidence. And I'm telling you, this one dude is just not. I haven't heard one woman had tell me this dude is fine yet, but every woman has been fighting over this dude. Okay, so I ain't never seen nobody tell me he was fine. Not one person said, "Oh, he fine." We all feel that he is not fine. Okay, but he has his own swag, and it ain't no swag like he got that limp walk or that's it. He treats you like a queen. Every woman he talks to is treated like a queen, regardless he want to be with you or not. It's you're treated like a queen when he sees you. He's gonna give you a warm embrace. He's gonna say hey and introduce you to everybody, and he's gonna talk to you, and he's gonna go around the room and talk to everybody. And you feel like you by yourself, he gonna come over there and be like, "How you doing?" and just talking, and not like he's macking on you. He's just talking. So that's how you do it. I had a best friend. He believed all his might that God put him on this earth to please women sexually, and he just told women up front, "I don't want no relationship. I'm just here to please you sexually." And women fell over. So everybody has their own different type of swag. So when I say you swag, find whatever is you comfortable with. My friend, he never lied to not one woman. He told him he don't want no relationship. Don't try to change my mind. It ain't my thing. The other one is gonna treat you like a queen. Every woman that comes around, I'm gonna treat like a queen. You could be with a man, you could be with nobody. He gonna treat you like a queen. Doesn't mean he's hitting on you. 9 out of 10, he really ain't hitting on you. No. 7 out of 10, he really ain't hitting on you. It's just he got that personality, and that personality is what women really, really are attracted to. Even on ugly men, we are attracted. That's the best outfit you could ever have is a personality. If you have a personality, that's it. We heads over heels. You know, that's what we move off of. So if you're not getting that woman, you put yourself in a friend zone when you met her, and then you stayed there the whole time. So no, she ain't moving out of the friend zone. You ain't got what you doing? Like who is you? You know,
not who is you.
No, really, it is. It's who is you? Like why would I want to be with you? If you put yourself in the friend zone, that's where they're gonna keep you.
And I feel
in the
another
friend
thing
zone.
too is you might be just trying too hard. You like from what it seems like you are. This is what you're dead set on. This is your goal. Stop that. You know, really stop that. Once you focus on yourself, then everything opens up. I mean, it really is that confidence just walking in yourself. You could just be being yourself and see somebody, and you stepping out in a whole different vibe than what you've been doing before. Because right now you seem you fiending, you seem very thirsty. It's just not attractive. So it's just like you approaching every woman. At this point, it really is sounding like you just approaching anybody. Oh, can I get your number? Can I get your? If
we don't want nobody
that
who's
from
desperate. We don't want nobody
now
desperate.
you got the desperate vibe. Now you're looking like a creep. It's just not. It's not adding up. And again, I think that does come with that confidence too. If you feel like, all right, I can punch a little bit more, then you're gonna do a little bit more when it comes to that. Not in terms of being all over. You're gonna be more withdrawn. You're gonna now be, I guess, choosy on what you're looking for or whatever.
And you gotta understand when you start building up your own self-confidence, there is nothing wrong with you building your confidence. I don't know how to better explain it. It's like you'll end up growing a swag. I remember when we had our restaurant, people were like, "You just walk like you just like high sedity, like you rich and a model," and I'd be like, "Who you?" To me, I'm walking like a turtle. But they said I walk with that. I don't know what that walk look like. As I'm walking, I don't know what it look like. But it's you gotta have that self-esteem. And people for now recently, you can hear people saying it's all right to love yourself and stuff like that. But when you truly love yourself, people have problems with that.
Yeah.
They really do. They be like, oh, she thinks she all that. Oh, she only care about herself. Okay. Because once I care about myself, it's easier for me to care and love you. If I'm only caring about you and love you, ain't gonna get treated right either. So we might as well do what? But there you go. Let's read comments.
All right. All right. So when it comes in here, all right. So let's see.
What's up here?
Stay said the standard phrase, "There's someone for everyone, and your time will come."
Yeah.
And I feel
That is true.
Yeah, that's number fact. 755 said, Stay says you're right, but I've had enough right now. Said, don't get me wrong, I love the man, honey. I just don't want one at the moment.
There you go.
We gotta welcome somebody in. We got
Boss Life Online.
We live in a life.
Boss Life.
All right, welcome in, Boss
She's
Life
a
Online.
boss.
She said hello there, Love and Live Show. How you doing today?
Hello, sweetie.
All right, we got somebody who's back in the building. It's
Six Bows is back.
Six Bows is in the building.
Yeah.
All right, she said hello, beautiful people.
I just want to know 6 bows. When we have the baby, are we gonna be 7 bows?
That's the real. You're asking the real questions.
I've been wanting to. Every time I go on a live, I've been wanting to ask that. Who we gonna be when we have the baby? Like, what we gonna be? Are we gonna be 7 bows? I kind of like the name 6 bows. Are we gonna be 7 bows?
7 bows. I don't know.
I don't know how we're gonna do that to the name. I just don't know. We're gonna keep the name. Like, you gotta give me the update.
You asking the real questions. All right, boy. Boss Life Online. Okay. Stay said you're gliding, honey.
Thank you, girl. That's what they be trying to say. That's what we trying to say.
Right. Six Boss said people always judge me by my walk, but it's natural.
That's what I'm saying. You just gotta be what it is, you know.
We gotta welcome somebody in. We've got
Ashley Hunt.
Ashley Hunt said this is the first time I'm watching. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Ashley.
All right, Six Boss said everyone asked me that. I would never change my name.
Okay, I just didn't know. Probably 6 bows of black plus 1. I love her.
Yeah, it is again how you carry yourself. I feel like, it is just the confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, they be making fun of my walk, but I mean, I be enjoying. I be doing my walk. I be feeling like I'm.
We could be in a rush, y'all. Let me tell you about Eli. We could be in a rush. Eli walks like he's on a runway everywhere he go, and we don't know what runway he on, and we just sit there and watch him like this. And that's how. Let me do it right. This is how slow he be walking. And then he got the nerves to go, why y'all looking at me? Cause ain't you the skinniest one out of the group. Why is you walking like a turtle? Like, I know why I walk slow. Cause I got little legs and they don't move that fast. Okay. Eli walks slow like this. Oh, well, his head's up. And then he gets in this mode like he's waving. I said, I can't do Eli. I can't do Eli. And that's right. And then wait. He really feeling himself. Like, is there some paparazzi? We do not see the paparazzi because Eli has his own thing going. He really do.
And Stay said, yes, Eli with the audience.
Yeah, you think so? You think everybody's watching him, but it'd be really me and his wife. And we don't have like normal looks like this. And then he gets to us, and then he'll start doing that laugh. Y'all talking about me? Well, you know we are. You know we are. Why you asking? Why do you ask that when you know we're talking about you?
Because I have to confirm.
Oh, okay.
I see y'all laugh and giggle, but y'all have many reasons y'all can laugh and giggle, so I got to make sure. All right, get the confirmation. Ashley Hunt said, what is this about? So we're talking about rejection. We've been talking about different states of rejection, different instances of rejection.
Yeah.
How you should handle it, how you should, on both sides, somebody who's giving the rejection and also receiving the rejection.
And then this guy right here, he's saying that as he's trying to get dating with women, and he been on apps and
he's been trying everything
he can to be in a relationship, but everybody keep putting him in the friend zone, so he's not getting out there, and his self-confidence is getting low. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to say, lift your confidence up first, work on you before trying to work on a relationship, get your swag on. And everybody has their own type of swag. Is what my point of view is we have our own type. Just figure out what your swag is and stick with it. Have that high self-confidence about yourself where you love yourself first, then it'll roll off to somebody else. But you're working too hard, and so everybody's putting you in a friend zone, because I think that's what you're trying to come in as. Let me be the friend, because all these women been hurt before. Let me be their friend, and then that's where they keep you, friend.
Boss Life Online was over there laughing, talking about waving mode.
He do like this. That's how he walks. Like he's on the Rose Festival. I'm like, this is nice.
Tell me my money walk.
It ain't even that walk, girl. We be like that, but he walking so slow, he lost the money, okay? He ain't even got no money. They can throw money at it, and he's so focused that the money, it would just be flying over. He wouldn't even know. Well, I can say, they were throwing money at you. They would.
Not the hair rub. Oh my goodness. The hair rub is kind of devious.
That's what they do all the time.
All right. Ashley Hunt said, well, just yesterday, my boyfriend broke up with me for another girl. And I didn't know what to say. Like, I froze.
Girl, that's a rejection right there. And especially with us women, I say, because we look at the other woman, and I don't know how it is for you with this two that broke up with you, for another woman. And one, I just think that's a sorry excuse for a man anyway. Because my thing is, break up with me completely before you start dating somebody else. That's just my point of view. But so, my mind just went blank. Oh, that's what it was. My thing is, like, when I got cheated on, I felt like something was wrong with me. Especially when I saw the woman who cheated on me with. I was like, you was ugly. Like,
what are you doing here? What's the issue?
I look better than that on my worst day. Like, what you mean? I don't have to cut my hair for a couple of days, years, and still look better than that. You get that, and then when you see the woman and she ain't even up to par to where you are, it kind of hurts your feelings. And you start, feeling like you ain't all that. This is where I say, girl, he left you. You didn't want his sorry A anyway, okay? And my thing is, get yourself together and have a good time. Enjoy yourself. And you don't want him back. You don't want him back. You can make him see you all day long, knowing you looking good, and you don't want him back. That's not the one for you. And don't worry. I know it hurts. Girl, I know it hurts. But cry. I always tell people, cry. Get it out. Scream, shout, cry, cuss him out. Look at his picture, destroy it, burn it. Get it all out your system. Get yourself together. Get your hair done, your nails done. Pamper yourself. You had a breakup. Pamper yourself. Your man done left you. And I don't care if the girl is gorgeous. You, girl, spoil your wine and dine yourself like the man should have been doing for you, okay? Treat yourself like he should have been doing for you. And when that man come, any man come up to you, you have a different standard of what you want and what you don't want. And first thing, write you a list of what you want and what you don't want. Because we don't want no cheaters, okay? And figure out what you want in a man. Don't worry about looks at them. Just figure out what you want. And then you start whining and dining yourself and taking care of yourself. Because, girl, there's a man out there that wants you so bad, he just can't find you. And he couldn't find you because you was with him. Now you free. So now you got to heal. So when you heal, you got to cry, scream, shout, burn his pictures, burn his clothes, whatever you got to do. Just there's a song called Fire. Burn them.
Oh my goodness.
I think that just helps us get over stuff. Mm-hmm. And then us pampering ourselves, getting our nails done, getting our makeup done, our hair done, getting massages and stuff, wine and dining and stuff like that gives you that self-confidence that has been teared down. And the longer you sit in that same position, it tears you down more and more and more. Girl, move on. You got this. And there's a man waiting for you. He been waiting for you to leave that joker alone. That's sorry man alone.
All right. Shoot. So you heard it right there, Ashley. Stacey said sorry to happen to you, Ashley.
Me too, Ashley.
Six Bowl said, Ashley, how long were y'all dating? And you have to ask a guy how long they ever been in a relationship. My husband never stayed with a woman more than 3 months before he met me.
Girl, ain't that the truth? My husband, when he was dating, he be with one girl, another girl said, "You need to break up with her to be with me." He break up with the other one to be with. I was like, "Oh, you was just a hoe. You was like, you wasn't even a good gigolo. You was just a ho. Okay, a ho. But he got with me, and it's been beautiful blessings. Okay.
Stacey said, Ashley, did you see it coming or were you totally blindsided? She said, I did not see it coming. We dated for almost like a year. She said, thanks for the advice.
Yes.
Stacey said, bust the windows out his car.
See, that's why we gonna burn, because we don't want you to go to jail. We don't want to pay for nothing. That's why you just burn the stuff that's in your house. Just burn it. It's a new instant called funk.
But on a different note, Stacey said, seriously though, may your rebound game be strong. Sounds like you dodged a bullet.
Exactly.
And that's kind of how you have to look at it. That's in the past. You want to better. But like Queen Lenore said, there is some grieving that you want to do. You don't want to hold these feelings in your next relationship. You want to be clear and out of these and ready for new things.
Yeah,
new and better things.
You start doubting yourself. You start neglecting yourself. Not neglecting. You start doubting yourself. Then you start saying, it's me. Like, I did it. What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Well, I can't keep a man. You start having all this. That's why you cry. Burn the stuff. Cry. Burn the stuff. Set your hair appointment. Set your nail appointment. You might not even do hair and nail appointments. Set it now. Get you a massage. Get you a facial. Get you all the stuff. Start pampering yourself. So then that's all you're enjoying it. So you could be up here and but cry before you go. Because when you go, you want to just enjoy yourself and then talk to everybody. Hey, how you doing? And enjoy what you're in at this moment. I think what happens is we stay in our depression so long because we think there's a rule we need to be depressed for this amount of time when we break up. No, cry at home, scream at home, burn his stuff at home. When you walk out the door, you are Ashley, and you is Ashley Hunt walking the runway. Like you the model of, you know how they got, ooh, that's Beyonce. No, we up there, ooh, that is Ashley Hunt. Okay, look at her go. That's the attitude you walking in. And then you start walking like Elijah. Just walk like him. He walk like that every day. And if you tell him to hurry up, he goes slower.
Yes, you know.
And then if he wants to just kind of, because he's already going slow because you don't tell him to hurry up. Do whatever you need to do. Make yourself feel good. Because that's the thing that I wish somebody would have told me when I was going through. Like, Lenore, cry, get it out, scream, shout, which I did. Now go pamper yourself. Because I think that would have started making me feel better faster. Like, go get your hair done. You never get your hair done. Go get your hair done. Okay, you always get your nails done, but now you get your nails and feet done. Now go get a massage. Go do this. Okay, now go over here and do this. And start enjoying yourself. I think that's when I actually started going out to the movies by myself. And then I just had too much fun. It was hard to get out of. So, really, take my advice. If you don't take my advice about nothing else, take my advice on this. Don't wallow in it. That man left you because he is a PUNK, and you don't need nobody like that. He wasn't good enough for you anyway, and God just was trying to remove him. But you was being hard-headed, so you didn't let him go. So now he let go. Now you could be the queen that you was already meant to be anyway, and you was up here trying to be a peasant with him. Girl, please, let's go. Yeah, you weren't prepared for it. That's fine. Let's go. You don't need no dog like that. You don't. You need a man who's all about you. Who's all about you. Like, ooh, Ashley is the woman for me. I don't want nobody else but Ashley. I'm just tired of men being punks. That's just what I'm tired of. Like, do it. And the same with women. I'm tired of women doing it. Like, if you can't be vocal about what you want, like, I understand. Okay, we thought we was gonna be together. I thought you was gonna be different when we became in a relationship. Tell me, let me go. Send me off. Why are you holding me captive? Let me go. If you ain't into me, let me go. Don't hold me captive. And I just think it hurts. What you going through hurts, Ashley, it does. But guess what? Girl, the man you gonna get, everybody here turning. He probably gonna be the one coming back trying to beg you back. My ex-husband shall try.
Ashley said, oh my gosh, thanks.
You're welcome, girl.
All right, we got to welcome somebody in. We got
Trap Vision 3D.
Trap Vision. He said, "What's happening, family?"
Yes, how you doing?
All
We
right.
over here on rejection, and rejection don't feel good, but it sure help grow you up.
All right. What she said. Stay said, okay, but how do we feel about revenge?
We can't be revenged.
We can't be vengeful.
I got in trouble today just for my mouth, so we can't do revenge.
So we can't do revenge.
We can't. As much as I agree with revenge,
he said it like that. So we can't do revenge.
as much as I agree with revenge sometimes, and at this moment, I would really agree with revenge. We can't do revenge because it keeps us in our slump.
Yeah.
If we're doing revenge, we're not growing. If we're doing revenge, we're holding on to that person because I want to torture you. We hold on. When you let go of somebody, like what Ashley's going through right now, if she don't call him, she don't do anything, and because he's expecting phone calls, he's expecting her to bed, he's expecting all this stuff so he can just really make her feel like crap. This is what he's expecting. She's not giving him any of that, and now she's looking good. Her hair, she got her hair whipped. It's in a different style I ain't never saw before. She's over there. This friend done saw her. That friend done saw her. That family member done saw her. And she don't look like she depressed. That hurts more than anything. She must not have really loved me. Mm-hmm. Fool, we ain't gonna sit up here. You didn't want to say goodbye the right way, and you love me for another woman. Why are you worried about me? Worry about the other woman. That's the best revenge you can give any person, a man or a woman. They dump you inappropriately and act up when they break up with you. Best thing is always to make yourself feel, I don't care. Cry at home. Mm-hmm. I'm a queen at crying at home. Cry at home. But when you walk outside your doors, you are now Ashley Hunt. You are now Stace. You are now, who's all up in here? 755. You are now Trap Vision. You are now It's Marcus. You are now who you are when you walk out the door. Now, when you come in, you might be a slobbering, crying baby, whatever. And it's all right. Because the more you cry, the more you release all that stuff. The more you looking good and feeling good, the less time when you hear a song that reminds you about, I remember that song, remind me of my book. No. Oh, that song kind of remind me of that jerk. I ain't listening to that crap. Hey, whatever songs out there you going with. But you have to now learn to renew you. But if you're doing revenge, you staying on it. Mm-hmm. You staying on it.
It's old news, but
and mind you, I did some revenge. I'm about to tell you some of the revenge I did. You'd be like, "What? Okay, baby, we ain't gonna do that."
Trap said revenge can be sweet for a moment, but according to the Lord, He said, "Tap me in, and I'll take it from there."
There you go.
All right,
tap him in, tap God in. Cause I be telling God, you gotta hurry up. When I tap you in, you gotta run. Cause God be walking like Elijah. I mean, like, Lord, I can't do it.
Said, sometimes it does feel good, though.
It does. I'm not gonna lie. When the stuff I did.
Said, don't listen to me, Ashley.
I'm telling you.
Said, and nobody can do revenge like that.
Ain't that the truth? Even if God is going slow, He still do it better. We do it.
Stacey said, I just like that to be a little fly on the wall and when it crumbles.
Oh, I do. I be wanting to see it. But God anytime I really want to see something crumble, I don't get to see it. But if I don't want to see it, that's when I see it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when you hurt them, I don't want to see it, Lord. I do. I be like, open. Mm-hmm. So don't be invested in. Just worry about you. Just worry about you because it's you okay. That's what my main concern is making sure your heart, you personally are okay. And that's the best thing to do is heal you because we go through a lot. I know I did. I felt like I must have been the ugliest thing on earth. I looked at that girl and then I looked at myself and then I looked at where she was and I looked at where I was. And the thing about it is he didn't even last long with that chick. Mm-hmm. By the time I was doing revenge, it was on a whole nother chick. Well, I did do the McDonald's thing with her, but minor details, but just don't. Because when you waste your time on it, they know this. Oh, she still loves me. When you move on, they don't. And I remember that with one of my ex-boyfriends, because I was young and dumb and didn't know. And he ended up telling me he liked my friend because I was always on punishment. I stayed on punishment when I was younger. I was always on punishment, so he was with her. And he told me that they were together, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I heard he's like, "Oh, my brother wants to talk to your cousin." I was like, "Okay." And I heard him when he was getting out. See, she don't even care. She don't even care. I didn't even know I was supposed to care. And I wish I had that mentality when I was younger, like I did. When I got older, I wish I had that same mentality because I realized they don't when what they do don't hurt you. That hurts them worse than when you prove that what they did hurt you. Did I? You wasn't
Yeah,
listening.
I wasn't. But
Okay, we're gonna go because
you
you
said
guys
you're
stop
doing right
listening to me. Never mind.
because I had to make sure I was getting all these details right for the final bit of rejection. All right. So we talked about many instances of people being rejected, right? Well, what about the time to reject someone? Okay. Do you feel like there is ever a time to reject someone? Because if you hear this, you can give your perspective on it, right? So this is a young relationship thing going on right here. They met each other and yeah, they exchanged numbers, and so he was just getting at her, right? They're 18 and 19. So she's 18, he's 19, and they thought, okay, this is gonna go well. So they had the first date, and immediately some red flags are showing up to her. She said, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna be going to the gym this day." He trying to jump into the gym plan, and she's like, "Oh no, I'd rather do it alone." Then he was really trying to, persistent on doing that, and so all that to say, after not really feeling him too much, he then popped up the next day at her workplace, and so he's over there smoking in the building, just being disrespectful, and then said, "Can I have your employee discount?" And so he's just been causing all these different, ever since they've been together or been exchanging these messages, met each other in person. He's just been acting real crazy. I mean, she hasn't texted him a whole 24 hours since that moment, and it's just constantly been something ever since that. So she's never rejected anyone, but she wants to know how should she handle this situation and how should she reject this person. What do you recommend? What's the steps for her? Do you feel like it's all right to reject? Do you feel like, what do you feel?
I feel like it's all right. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think what we don't realize is we reject people daily.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the ones that we're closer to we're scared to reject. But
Yeah.
we reject people daily. Even the ones that's close to us, we reject them daily. Everybody feels rejected daily. It
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. But I think it's okay to reject. It's just how you reject them. If you're doing it to purposely hurt them, that's wrong. But if you say, I'm not comfortable. I've learned like to let people go because I realize they don't like me. Like they like me, I guess, but they really don't like me. Like
Mm-hmm. Idea of you, maybe.
the
Or
idea
yeah.
of me or what I can give them or what I can introduce them to, they like, but they don't like me per se, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me a long time because to explain it, because a lot of people be like, "Ooh, yeah, you know, Lenore, that's not making sense. Your friend don't like you, yeah, they don't like me."
Mm-hmm.
So it is just what it is. I mean, if you feel like you don't want to be used or abused, then you got to stick up for yourself. It's just the way you do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Definitely. I mean, I feel like in a situation like this, it's definitely not even necessarily just about rejection. This is about your own safety. I mean, if you're really feeling very uncomfortable with this, then this is a spot where, yeah, you can reject. And like Queen Lenore said, you might want to, be a little bit more thoughtful on how you do it, but whatever is on your heart, handle it the way you need to. But you do definitely need to let this person know that you're not feeling them and that these advances that you're doing is not making you feel comfortable, whatever it may be. Now, due to your situation, everything like that, you do probably have to be more cautious because this guy's he's seeming really clingy. He's seeming like he's already trying to put himself in a relationship with you, and he's not in a relationship. So, be mindful when you do come about this approach. You might want to come with some people, some, whatever it may be, to kind of back you up in this situation so you can feel safe. Because now this person know where you work and all this different stuff. You do kind of want to, let everybody know because clingy folks, you never know. It's a mixed bin. You can go really good places. They can be withdrawn, or it is what it is. Be clingy with the next person, or he can want to retaliate and step into what we was talking about, some revenge. So you want to be careful with that. Make sure you ain't trying to come out for vengeance and strike you. But
Yeah.
with that being said, yeah, definitely this is a spot where I can understand nothing but rejection at this point because you're now not even caring about me as a person. You're saying you want to or you want to be in a relationship, but you disrespecting me. Like
Yeah.
really, that's the best way to say it. You disrespecting me. You come into my work environment, then you smoking in the building. So now I'm looking bad because I know you. and then on top of that, you asking for my employee discount. I don't
Yeah.
even know you like that.
Yeah.
We just went on our first date. So to me, I just feel like, rejection is definitely the best role for this situation. Trap Vision said, I was able to see my catch it for cheating on me back in the day.
You was doing it? Say it again.
He was able to catch his op cheating, catch his op from cheating. So he was able to see it. He was able to be the fly on the wall.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You got to tell the story about that one because I need to know.
Stacey said, do tell Trap Vision.
Exactly.
Stacey said, nothing says off like a threat or promise of a restraining order.
Yeah.
And something like that, definitely I can see the severity because, they constantly getting at you. You're like, I am not feeling you. And you could be saying it, but it's just not penetrating for them.
Yeah.
Because this person, it seems like they popping up in different aspects of your life and you're like, I'm not.
I'm not there. I'm not there with you. I'm not there with you. Let's just keep it at that. We're not there together.
So that is definitely an instance I can say of rejection. I mean, for him, he can feel whatever way, but he is doing these things. I mean, that's something you have to think about too. And like Queen Lenore said, you reject people whether you realize it or not. She already said an instance yesterday. And in her instance, she felt we was all cuddled up over that. No, I was over here reclining on the couch. I was over here chilling. I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, I should get up, but I couldn't get up right there. I was just feeling kind of stuck. So, but talking about the affirmation on her food. And so,
and this is why I don't cook, y'all, because I don't get affirmation. So I need affirmation when I cook because I don't like to cook. Let's talk about affirmation.
But it is important though to realize, that is a spot of rejection. Whether I was trying to do that or not, I personally wasn't trying to do that then. I was trying to make up for it at the end, but it was just a little too little at the time. But whatever it may be, you do reject people every day without you realizing it. That could be, that family member, friend, whatever, wanting that phone call. And you too busy right now. That's a rejection. I mean, not directly because, you got your life going on. But these are small things that you don't necessarily realize, but they lead to people feeling rejected.
Yeah.
Oh, say, you got a friend or family, they expect, once a week they call me or whatever. Oh, your life is too busy right now. You got too much on your plate. You can't do that. They might end up feeling rejected, but just because they're feeling rejected doesn't mean it's right or wrong in the situation.
Yeah.
So again, there is rejections that happen daily. This one right here, you got to be more forward with this one because this guy seems like he's doing a little bit too much. But don't necessarily feel bad on rejecting people. Saying no and a heavy no is healthy. There's things that you can accept, things that you can't. And when you're at your wit's end, you don't want to do anything that's I don't know. You don't want to do anything dangerous. That's kind of the best way to say it. You want to end up in a compromising position because somebody keeps pressing your buttons. You never know what you can do. They can catch you at the wrong place, wrong time. They can catch you with the wrong thing in your hand, and you never know what can happen. So when you let your intentions be known, when you let everything be known, then you can set yourself up. And again, this is rejection. So we've talked about many states and instances of rejection, and this is a direct just rejection towards somebody. Clearly state why. I mean, if you want to be mindful with it, you can. I feel at this point, people will say different things because of the level of disrespect or whatever it may be. But like Stacey said, if you want him off, there's some certain stuff you can say and certain stuff you can do, but make sure you're being safe in this situation of rejection.
There you go.
But we talked about lots of different rejection instances today, and that's just kind of what this live has been about. But we did get a little off topic talking about different instances, but it kind of all was around that in some type of way.
Yes.
Queen Lenora, what would you say for anybody today? You got any kind of like last things you kind of want to let be known, or any ideas or any things you want to talk about?
No.
No, you're not at the place.
I was trying to thinking
had
to
good
him. Because I said a lot of stuff in the beginning.
And I feel like you said some really impactful stuff that, you know, definitely you can hold on to, and stuff that's really good. Like, understand rejection isn't everything. Even this guy, you know, he might feel like, oh, he's doing stuff. He could be like this other dude that felt constantly rejected. So now, oh, he's in a position with somebody. Now he got this kind of self-confidence where he might be feeling like, oh, he can be disrespectful or whatever it may be, and think that's the attractive thing to do. No, I mean, it's just not in this instance. So the rejection and how you take it, I mean, that can be a moment for you to think on yourself or reflect on yourself. You know, why was I rejected? Why am I putting myself in an instance where I'm being rejected? Or why am I, you know, what are you doing? Reflect on yourself. And I think overall with this conversation, we can see daily kind of rejections that happen, and even within relationships, like the husband and wives kind of thing. You can see, you know, the big instances, like the first one where you muster up those feelings to tell that best friend or whatever, and they reject you. It just, don't let rejection get you down. I feel like that's the biggest thing, you know, with rejection, whether you on either side of it, don't let it get you down. If you're rejecting somebody, especially when it comes to like this instance of love, you're rejecting love when it comes to the husband and wife, you know, don't let that be the stopping force. Don't let the rejection ruin your relationship. Think about it, kind of deconstruct it, and see kind of what is the best route for you to go within your relationship. What is the way you can handle it? And I don't know, I just think there's many sides of even as we talked about different areas of rejection. And with that being said, we got to welcome somebody in. she enjoys crafting. We've got Lena Doyle crafting.
Hey sis,
Lena
how you
in the
doing?
building. But yeah, I feel with that being said, we talked about lots of different areas and aspects. And if you guys got any 2 cents, you guys already have chimed in, but if you want to continue to chime in or come up with another idea or whatever you're feeling, feel free. And if you ain't got one right now, drop it in the comments, because as it is in the comments, we are trying to switch up, you know, the format. And even if we don't get to yours now, we definitely want to save it for later when we step into the love lounge, when it comes to, you know, just how we're doing our new format. We really want to be more interactive. We want to get real life instances, stuff that might be common, stuff that might be uncommon, whatever it may be. We really want perspective, and we really want to step more into our YouTube community and what y'all feeling and what's y'all day-to-day stuff. But stay safe. Relationship advice with a theme and a summary.
Exactly. We're doing it. We getting ready. I told you. In November, we getting ready for it. I mean, we got to get our song together. So that's 755's job. So 755, that's your job, getting our song together. So we got to get a song.
But definitely, if you guys have any comments, anything that y'all want to talk about, talking pieces, drop it in the comments of this live, or even just hit us up on Instagram, social media, TikTok, whatever it may be. Hit us up on any of our platforms or email us at loveandlivelife4@gmail.com. But we're going to go ahead and close out by saying, remember to love and live each day as if it were your life. Thank y'all for watching.
Smooches.
Y'all take care and have a good one.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 Love and live show. It's hot. Taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and live. Let's go. Love and live show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Lila always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your pop-up. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire, bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat. Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, little mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo?
Favorite nephew, Lenora.
She know it's the truth. Woo. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it yourself.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and show.
Smooches.
The love and show.
Yeah.
This is Love and Live Shock.